All right, we're back on the Sayless Projects podcast, and today I'm excited to have my friend Chris from ASICS here with us. He is coming live to you from Austin. What up, Chris?
How's it going, Vince? Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you carving out time. So we're going to get right into it. If you can, let us know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where you grew up, how you got into running. Just kind of catch us up to where you are and how you got there to this moment.
For sure, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me again. My name is Chris Anton. I was born in Houston, Texas. Um, I've always been a runner since I was a kid. I ran like 5Ks, 10Ks, halves, and fulls at a very young age. I was just in love with tackling that next distance, which is kind of oddly enough, kind of ties into the challenge that we're going to face next week. But got into running at a young age when I was in college. Kind of ended up back in Houston after some time in San Antonio. Started working at a local run store. Really getting familiar with that, like familiarity with the running business on top of the shoes and stuff that we know and love as like consumers. Got familiar with the back of the house stuff. Learned that there were job opportunities in that space, and I've always been a creative and a big fan of throwing events and how it looks like packaged together with assets and now we have social media and collaboration, and just like it's evolved into this beautiful thing. But found a career in that space with ASICS and moved to Austin. And now I'm fortunate enough to be connected with some great people like yourself and a part of something even bigger with the Say Less. So that's kind of me in a nutshell there.
Awesome. So you grew up running. Did you ever have like a moment? Because I feel like everyone I talked to that grew up running, did you have a moment as like a younger adult where you took a break and then like found it again? Or have you just stayed running the whole time?
It's always been, I've never been like immersed in it, even if you would say like I am right now, because it's like my career and I do it for exercise and stuff like that. But it just always been something like riding a bike that you can like go back to and it just feels like home. Um, Including like that half marathon, marathon distance. I will say I haven't done a marathon in a while just because I haven't put in those hard earned miles, those 20 plus mile long runs. But definitely something I'm very familiar with and would eventually love to revisit. But I will say I've just been kind of very close to the action of running and tied to it a lot of years with the role in the space.
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to Say Less, now obviously you got to kind of see it from afar last year because of your role with ASICS and supporting us last year. And I'm so grateful for you and Tess and your whole team. But why did you say less this year? Like, what is your reason for wanting to do something like this?
For sure, man. Good question. I saw everything last year, and I wish I would have said less last year, but I was talking a lot about it and loved everything y'all put out, and obviously wanted to be a part of it, challenge myself, get uncomfortable, just being out there, putting myself to that challenge, getting to meet some really good people in the process. Like I said, I've been connected with a lot of the people that are a part of this through the social network, and luckily enough, a lot of them I'm gonna get very familiar with next week. Even though I don't live in Dallas and haven't been a part of a lot of the connecting points at this point, it's gonna be a whole like dive in situation next week, and I just wanted to be a part of something bigger. I wanted more people to be aware of how important it is to have a good mental health, and even more aware of that there are people who are battling things every day, and how to be inspirational, be helpful, and just more importantly, just be an advocate for those things. So definitely excited to be a part of the movement that you've built, and just fortunate that there's someone kind of taking the lead so I could kind of jump in and be of help in this situation.
Absolutely. And man, it's cool to watch you from afar and see all the things that you're doing. It's really inspiring to see like how involved you are in the community. You know, a lot of people, community is such a big word nowadays, but like I see you actually being in community and really being hands-on and developing things with people. So for you, when it comes to the mental health side of things, as someone who is busy, has a relationship, has a career, what are things that you do personally that help you with mental health? that you're willing to share? It might be running, it might be meditation, whatever. What are some things that you do to help yourself out?
Definitely. Work can get busy. Sometimes it feels like there's not a like an off switch, especially with how much my job ties to social media and the community events and whatnot. But I feel like just establishing a good like work life balance and doing my best to just to turn it off in the afternoon, evening, or even just parts of a day whenever I can really just take some time off. I think that's the biggest thing. Spend some of that time with my partner and just not talk about running or work. And oddly enough, she does the same thing for a competitor brand. So very challenging. But actually turning to the sport of running or the exercise of running, what and all of that it is, I feel like it's a big help when it comes to my mental health. Being able to go out there and just focus on my breathing, listen to music, whatever it is to kind of take time away from working. Even if my job is connected to running, that's like my personal time. And sometimes it's running out in the community, going out to a group run. I might be running alongside people who are also motivating me to kind of hold that pace to like run with a pack of people. But it's ultimately helping me establish that balance. And I still need to do a better job. It's a work in progress. But those are a few things that I do to make sure I'm prioritizing that mental health.
I love it, man. I appreciate you sharing. It really is hard to balance all of these things. I think that nobody has figured it out. We're all kind of work in progress trying to figure it out. As far as for Say Less, next week we're taking off. What are you looking forward to on the road? What's something that you've been thinking about that you're excited about? As far as, I mean, I know some of these people you haven't even met before because they're not from the same city, but what is it that you're looking for? And then I would say after that, what are some things you hope that people that follow you and may see you involved in this, what do you hope that they get out of it?
For sure, man. I'm really excited, like I was saying earlier, to get to know this group of individuals more. They all took the leap and wanted to be a part of this. So I feel like that speaks volumes. And being a part of this challenge with them is going to be really cool. I think I'm a big fan of just like that campaign mode, like video game talk there. Just like you're in it together, and we're going to be motivating each other through the reps to knock out that mileage. I'm really excited to just be out there on the road with that safety vest, safety first, and just challenge myself and see everyone pushing it to limits, regardless of the pace. I know we have some fast individuals out there. I know we have some endurance athletes. I'm one of those kind of chill, like get your running kind of guy. So I love that there's a good mix of people. So I'm not intimidated by any means. I know we're all fighting the same fight for that ultimate message, and that's what I'm most excited about. Just working our way to the state capitol and then celebrating alongside them there, and then some of the post challenge festivities we got going on at Holdout with our good friends there. Um, and what I hope people take away from this the most is I hope they get to know more about these other individuals I'm running with, more about the person who spearheaded it all, you leading the charge, and more so seeing that um, this is bigger than just people getting together for a run, and more so why we're running, bringing more attention to kind of suicide awareness, mental health, and prioritizing that above all. I'm really excited to see the storytelling come together so that people, regardless of your attention span, could see it, kind of digest it all, and really take something away from it, and just be able to maybe help someone one day, and also prioritize their own mental health, because that's something that a lot of people aren't thinking about, and they can go through the motions, get trapped in this vortex of just that those habits, and they need to do that favor to themselves and take a step back, take a deep breath, and really do something that could be beneficial to them and others.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. Because you are someone who's very deeply rooted in the running space, we've seen lately like the run clubs boom, and there's all these things going on in the running space. And because a lot of what we do is tied into running, I'd love to hear your take on what are you excited about right now that you see in the running space, and maybe what are some thoughts on like what you would like to see that you're not seeing as we continue forward, and we're all trying to do our part to better ourselves and better our communities and better our running communities? What are some hot takes that you have?
I definitely love what I'm seeing because it hasn't been this way in the multi years I've been a part of this space. Even when I was at the store level, um, there's so many great growing communities. I'm gonna call them communities because they're, regardless of the name, if it's a brand, if they sell apparel, if it's just a run club, it's a community of runners that meets at whatever cadence, um, for whatever occasion, and they're bringing people together to move. And I think, not to get corny and to say what ASICS says, but like, you move your body, you move your mind, and I think that all goes hand in hand with what we're doing next week, and through the process. But I think I support everyone doing that, and it's really exciting to see people do it and get inspired by others doing it, and offering more opportunities for people to do it during the week. They're not less people. There's some people who can get competitive with it and treat it like, hey, this is my crew, that's your crew, whatever. But I think more so, there's people teaming up to offer more opportunities for people to come out and run with them. So like, you got your friend has a run club on Tuesday. I'm giving people an option on Wednesday or Thursday or something on the weekend. So I love seeing that, and it's a lot of it's like a similar group of people, and of course having social media and having that opportunity to kind of broadcast those moments and those communities to thousands of other people, sometimes millions of other people. um, you're open to pulling in more and more people that aren't even a runner or aren't using running as a form of exercise or help their mental health. So, big fan of all that, and what that effect is. Um, I love the collaboration side of it, partnering with local businesses, um, cool ones, the ones with the stories. Like I love all that part of it because the part of why I love collaborating is working with the individuals who are behind that brand, behind that business, behind that food, that product. So that's what I love the most about it, and I just love to see more of that in a genuine way. I'm not for the people who are just like collecting the proceeds for personal gain or just about the clout. Like, there's a blurry line sometimes, but I'm definitely about people being genuine and doing it to grow that community for the right reasons, and people know what the right reasons are.
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely it can be a very blurry line. But I love what you just said, and I think we can all do better and get better. I know I can, but I appreciate you sharing your take. But man, I'm gonna let you get to it because I know you're busy. But I just wanted to acknowledge you and thank you for all the work that you do behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, to build out this running community, like where you are, where we are, and even just a little bit we've connected, I've always felt like you were very supportive and would do what you could do to make sure that other people are having what they need to pull off the vision and the things they want to do. So thank you for your service, man. Thank you for pouring into all of our running communities and providing resources for all of us, because at the end of the day, we can't do what we do without support and without that community support. So appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing what you do. And I thank you for saying less. And I'm looking forward to seeing you put in some of those sexy pace miles for Dallas to Austin. So we'll see you next week on the road, brother.
No, likewise, man, and I'm grateful to be involved in it all. And thank you for those kind words. Um, Looking forward to getting it done next week.
Awesome, man. We'll see you.
See you, man.